Hi everyone, welcome back. My name's Donna and it's lovely to see you here today. So let's have a flick through of my almost completed altered book. Now, as I've been saying all the way throughout this project, it is a personal project, and so I didn't want to rush any elements for the sake of getting a video out. So some of it's completed, some of it's about to be completed. However, it's completed as much as I'm happy with it at the moment. But I thought this would be a good place to have a flick through, show you what it's looking like so far, and then should I do something else to it in the future, I can just catch you up with that then. So this is how the front cover is looking. Like I was saying, I didn't want to do too much because I really like the cover. I like being able to see some of the original book page through. I like these flowers. I love the spine. So all I've done is stuck a little bit of cheesecloth down the spine, some Tim Holtz material, and I've left it at that. I put some page protectors on. And that, for now, is how the cover's going to be. It's how the cover's going to stay. It's becoming a little bit of a chunky monkey once you start adding things in the pockets and cards and everything. And that's even before I've put all my memorabilia and all my, the things, memories that I want to keep and my photographs. So I've got a feeling it's going to probably expand even further. But this is how it's looking at the moment. So turning onto the inside, I still have to press my page corners down. What I tend to do is super glue them into place, leave them a while, and then I can press them. I press them down afterwards. I find that the glue can sometimes make them a little bit wet, or it can make the cover a little bit wet and you start getting a bit of bending. So I just like to leave everything to settle. I still haven't done anything to these pages. As I was saying, I really like all this detail. I like the discoloration. I like what is probably mould patches, but I like it. I like all this writing here. This book once belonged to someone. It's got two names, Mrs. Woodland, Hapton, and then Mary, can't read that, Willow something, November 1911. And I like that. I like all those bits of history within the book that tell the story of the book. I don't want to cover it, so I probably won't, to be honest. I will probably find some washi tape to go down there, and then I will most likely pop this photo pocket in here like that at the front and just leave it so I can see all that loveliness. I may then do something decorative over this side, but again, I haven't decided and I don't want to rush it for the sake of a video. So I will just do something in my own time. If something comes up, something I feel may work well, it could just be a photograph or something that I like. It could just be a postcard. I might make a pocket. I just don't know yet, but that's the reason why I'm leaving it. I want to keep the integrity of the book, and it will work itself out. It will work itself out as I'm moving through this book, as I'm using it, and it will just organically develop, which is what I want. It's what I want. I'm happy with that. So at the moment, that's how these two front pages are looking, and these ones as well. So then we get to this very first double spread that we did together right in the beginning. I think this must be video 8 or 9 now. So there's a few videos. I haven't done anything else. Here is the journal spot, the long tag journaling spot that we put in there at the very beginning. Again, I may still decide to add something on the back. I haven't done anything to the policy envelope. There's nothing in there. It's just been left the way it was decorated when we first did it together. Paper clip is still there. And we've got our pocket there, which can just be filled with things as and when I want to. And the same again here. Turning over, we've got these two little, let me see if I've got something, here we go. We've got these little tuck spots here. They're quite delicate because of, you know, it's only ripped paper, so I won't be putting too much in there. So we've got those little bits there. We've got the side pockets here with the journaling cards we did last week. So they just sit in there. So there's that one. And there's this one. So they go back in there. Journaling space. We have this pre-filled pocket that I did last year. It was in my pre-made ephemera stash. So I put that down as a tuck. I could put something behind there if I wanted. There's a little journaling card. Oh, I could cover that, couldn't I? Yeah, I didn't know that was blank. I'll cover that on the back, give myself a bit extra. There's a tag there. There is a little mini scrappy notelet booklet. That sits over there like that. And then there's just a little tag that I made as well. And that sits over there like that. Hang on, let me work out. How did I have this? That sits in there, I think. And I got two. Yeah, I think I've got the main pocket and then I've got another little pocket here at the front. So I think I might have had that in there. And then that in here, something like that, I can't remember. Anyway, so that's that. Now, yes, this is where we have our top loading pocket as well. There's nothing in there. I was going to make a booklet or a notepad and it's getting quite chunky, so I'm not going to bother. I will just leave that to put whatever it is I want to put in there at some point. So turning over, we have this little flip out, some journaling space here. This was a pre-made ephemera bit I did last year, and it's got a little pocket that goes inside the bigger pocket. Flicking that over, I made this in the whole book challenge. That's a skinny pocket should I want to put anything in there. Got a couple of stamps in there if I want to use those for anything. You can also put things in this side too. So a few options there. A little envelope, nothing inside it. I've just put that in there again for an option should I want to keep something in there. And some little scrappy pockets here as well. So that's that page. On every page I have covered the tape with some decorative washi just to strengthen it, and also I wasn't really feeling just having the brown. The brown's nice, the brown is nice on its own, but I just wanted something a little bit more decorative for this. So we have a tuck spot here. This is a pocket I stuck on which I made in the whole book challenge. I think this is one of my makes, so if you're not sure how I made this, you can go and pop back to, I think it's the first video. I did two separate days in the challenge. I think it's from the first one. Tuck spot here and a pocket there. I put in a little pre-made card, and that's just got some journaling space on the back. I've put in another blank large tag which I've done nothing to, so again that will be an ongoing process as I work through the journal. So that's those two pages. This page is a side loading pocket, and in here I put a little notebook. So that's the front, and then we just have a few pages on the inside. As I said at the time, I didn't want to make it too bulky because it does need to fit into that side pocket, and yeah, it just falls out like that. I could make that into a little pocket if I wanted to. And there's just a label on the back, some Tim Holtz fabric tape along the side. And that will just sitting there. This is one of, I was going to make a second one to go in that other pocket like I mentioned, but I just thought it was going to get a little bit bulky. So I'm not going to bother with that. So that slips in there. Turning over, we just got some journaling space. A decorative page. I've just grounded this little deer. I think you saw me do this, but I didn't have anything at the bottom, so I just put some raffia along there. These are the 2 tags we did the other day. I think these were last week as well. Again, with just a little bit more of that Tim Holtz material that I've used on the tags here and that I have used on the front cover here. So they sitting there like that. And there's a pocket here as well. And is this a pocket? Yeah, I made a little extra one there. I think we did this together. Turning over, we've got just another decorative page, left blank for some journaling. This is the little journaling envelope, journaling card kind of stack that we did. So we've got a handmade envelope which I made in a good few videos back, probably right at the beginning of my videos. I will link that down below if you would like to see it. In here, again, it's just a pre-made card that I have popped in. Some journaling space on the back. So that goes there. I put this little, this is a Tracy Fox label. I found that and I thought it looked nice peeking out because these are red foxes. So I just thought that was nice in there. So this one we have a back pocket and a pocket there. We turn over, we've got more journaling space. We've got a tuck here. Turning that over, we've got an envelope and I just popped a safety pin on the paper clip on there because I've got this little thing. Again, I already had it made and I just popped that in there. And then we have a pocket here and a pocket here. This I haven't done anything with. I've got it in there ready to do something with. I just liked it. It's not backed yet on the back, but I just thought that could just be ready to go there. So that's that little stack that we did together. Turning over. I have this pocket. And remember, all of these pockets, if you are just watching this video for the first time, if you go right back to the playlist, there's a playlist for this altered book, and I think it's called Woodland Themed Altered Book. And you can see how I created all of these pockets and all the folds that I did to make them. So there's a pocket here, just decorated up a little bit. Here we have my photo pocket. So that's waiting for something to go in. Turning over, we just have this large diagonal pocket here. Then we have this nifty little pocket. So we've got a flip down there for journaling space. Now I do want to put some Velcro or something there, like a Velcro dot, and I want to strengthen this corner because I feel like it's going to weaken a little bit, you know, when it keeps being opened. So that comes down. We can then put something in that pocket there, and I have a pocket here at the back as well. And again, this is just a pre-made piece of pre-made ephemera that I did last year. It's a little pocket on the back there as well. So I've just popped that in there. So turning over, journaling space. We've got a little tuck spot here. This is another pre-made piece that I did last year. Put it down as a tuck spot. This is a tag that I made I don't think I made this actual tag, but I know it definitely does feature in a video, because it's a video where I was talking about painted papers and how I go about using them on book pages to create tags and journaling cards. So I will link that video as well if I remember. But so this was from kind of like early summer. I want to say maybe about May time, but I'll have to check. Anyway, I will link that video, and it's just got some coffee dye paper on the back. So I've just popped that in there. I thought the pink on there looked nice because we've got these splashes of pink throughout the journal with the that paper from the calendars that I was using. That flicks over. Now, is this a pocket? Yes, this is the skinny pocket, which I forgot about. So there's a pocket at the top. By the time you've decorated and you've put all your bits and bobs into your book, you kind of forget where you've made the pockets in the first place. So that's a skinny pocket that loads from the top and it goes all the way down. We have a pocket here, and we have two side loading pockets here. Again, you could put some tags in there. In fact, would these tags fit in there? These tags could sit in there actually. Like that, if I wanted to. Okay, so double loading pocket there, and we've got this pocket where I have put Julie's little books in. They're sat in there looking all nice. Turning over, this was a page I did on camera. I did this spread on camera. I was just sat down one evening and I thought you might want to see what I was getting up to, and I collaged this page. Now, I really liked it and I didn't want to cover it, so all I've done is used a laminating sheet to make a clear pocket, and I laminated a dried flower into it. If you watched my video, which a lot of people have, where I made this, I did exactly the same technique as I used for putting this in. So it's the same laminating, self-laminating card. One card at the top, the sticky bits at the bottom, and the flowers in between. So if you didn't see that video, perhaps go back and have a look. It's called, I think it's called Let's Make Photo Pockets or something similar to that, and you'll see how I went about doing that. So I didn't do it on video because I'd already done that on, in that video then. That's that. We have 1, 2, 3 pockets here with loads of space in. This was the deer that I kind of didn't really know what to put with him, so I grounded him here with some paper, put a few, these are Tracy labels, a few leaf stickers. So when I say Tracy labels, I mean Tracy Fox, who I'm sure most of you know, and on Etsy she is Love Junk Journals UK, I think. This is one of my own labels for my own kits. That's on Etsy. I just like the contrast with that behind. Turning over, I've made a tiny pocket here and just left that as some journaling space. Then we have a really skinny pocket again there, which I thought would be nice for a bookmark. I might make myself a bookmark to put in there. And then just another pocket here. This is where I had to stick a couple of pages down. If you watched one of the videos, I was explaining how it was warping a little bit once now that we've got towards the back. And so I ended up sticking 2 pages just back down onto the back cover, but it's actually worked really well. It's nice and strong. And I've got this piece of paper, which is an old dictionary page, which I think Julie may have sent me actually in a paper pack. Julie from Camellia Craft Designs. And last year I decoupaged on it with a napkin. Couldn't bring myself to cut it up or use, so I've just folded it. I really, really like it. I'm just going to put it in there and keep it just to look at. Because why not, I like it. So, and then we go to the back where I'm not doing anything with, because again, I absolutely love the back. So that's the journal. as it stands at the moment. Thank you so much for all of the people who have followed me making this. There's some people who have commented on every single video in this series. Thank you so much. Your support is so much appreciated. And, you know, I hope your journal has come out in a way that you're happy with, and I hope you love it as much as I love this one. This is, as I said at the very, very beginning, this is the first altered book I've ever done. There's been a few learning curves. There's been a few things that I maybe wouldn't do again. There's been a few things that I would perhaps do differently. But all in all, for my first attempt at doing an altered book, I'm happy with how it comes out. It's a book that I will treasure and love. I know I'm going to enjoy filling it. And as I said, once I start adding to this and once it starts to organically grow and actually become my own. I mean, obviously it's my own now because I've decorated it, so it's already got my own stamp on it. But once I've started adding my pictures and things, it's going to become that little bit even more special to me, and I will catch you up with it as the months go on. So yeah, thank you so much for supporting this series. I don't think I will be starting another big project before Christmas. I just don't think I'm going to have time, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to doing a few kind of random things on Mondays in the future, and then perhaps in January I might start another larger project, and this time perhaps do something that will go into my Etsy shop and something that I can share with you all. So again, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed having a flick through. Don't forget to enter the giveaway on my last video if you are interested in that. All of the information can be found in the description box of that video. I am giving away something that I have been making over the last couple of weeks, so make sure you go and check that out if you are interested. And until next time, next Monday, where we'll just have a bit of a random make, take care of yourselves and I'll see you then. Bye.